Got up in cables, as always. That's a very good point. Why is it that the longer I go on, the worse I get at setting myself up? I will never understand that. Also, you can update if you want to. You can actually say that I have started the stream if you want. I wouldn't mind. It wouldn't go against my principles or anything. Hurry up. There we go. Little bit behind, but it will do. I can finally get the chat working. Hey, Cal, how you doing? How are you? How are you? Good to see you. Good to see that I still cannot avoid getting tangled up in my cables. Well enough, that sounds like a I'm okay sort of answer. Hope that you're actually pretty good, but yeah. I hope I'm well. Yeah, I'm pretty good, thank you. It's the weekend after all. I'm wondering if I should have got a drink before I started the game, but I make poor choices, let's be honest. Water! Yeah, I probably should get some drink, shouldn't I? Does anyone want a used vacuum cleaner? I don't really use it. All it does is collect dust. Yeah, I've got a terrible vacuum cleaner as well. It really sucks. Oh look! Pharaoh, I've done it again. Look. This happened last time I loaded the game. Whee! I didn't actually mean to go into the water. I think that's fixed it. I wanted to keep it broken. It was fun. You will be surrounded by it in the game. Yeah, it's true. Although I'm not sure that drinking this stuff is the best for your health. It's a little bit salty. You've never seen it before. Like I say, every time... Well, I've loaded the game all of twice. But both times I've loaded the game, it's happened. Also, I feel like there's supposed to be a cap on this thing. Maybe not, I don't know. Blame it on an inferior console experience. What did you play this on? Xbox or PC? PC, that's fair enough. Always PC. I'm kind of... Part of me is PC Master Race. But part of me has accepted at this point that pretty much all I do is console. I do a bit of PC gaming these days. Hang on, didn't I have like a bejeebus ton of titanium that I was going to use to build? Because I was going to build a satellite base, wasn't I? Right around the Aurora. I could have sworn I had a ton of titanium. I know I turned some of it into rolls. Hang on, I don't think I need lead right now. You play too many mostly mouse games. Yeah, there are definitely games I've looked at on PC, on console, and gone, how on earth would you work that on a console? Like things like not like Cities itself explicitly, but that kind of game. Like any game, oh, swivel chair, nice. Any kind of game where you need like close control. Why would you use a console for that? I could have sworn I had a ton of titanium. Anyway, so my plan was... I was going to go to the Aurora, wasn't I? And I was going to build a satellite base first so that I could store a whole ton of stuff there. And if I build a satellite base, I'm going to need some titanium. At least, probably, like... How much? Let me see what the components are I can build. What's the smallest one I could build? I would need a hatch. So that needs 2 titanium and some quartz. I would need a solar panel. That means more titanium. It needs some copper as well. Hey, you cop. Or should I say, hi. Hey, sorry, I know you said you weren't Dutch before. Is it Jokop or is it Jokop? Because if you were Dutch, I would say it's Jokop. But I'm probably assuming too much here. If I go for the eye compartment should be enough. Yeah, the eye compartment is easily enough to store whatever you like. I will call you Frank. Hi, Frank. How you doing? Can you mount stuff on the glass compartment? I want to say no. Okay. Perfect. How you doing, Frank? How's your week been? So I'm going to need, like, probably 8 titanium, at least, maybe 10. Plus a bit of quartz. Do I have some quartz left? How much titanium do I have that I can take with me? It's not going to be in bio stuff, is it? Do I just have the one? What have I been using it on? I'm not too bad. I'm just regretting my decision to not get a drink before I started, honestly. So I think maybe my first move will be to go and get a drink, actually. I thought, when I was just getting myself prepared, I was like, nah, I'm not feeling that thirsty. And now I've spent the last, like, 5 minutes just thinking about being thirsty. So now I'm really thirsty. You started reading a new book. Cool. Please do tell me about it while I very quickly go and grab a drink. I will only be 2 minutes. In fact, I just thought, I made a thing a week or so ago, so I can put it up. I made myself my own BRB screen. Let's see how bad this looks when I do it. There we are. I will be back in 2 minutes, and please do tell me about your book so that I can read it as I get back. 1 second. I forgot that I put that emote on. Was it on Franca's face, or was it... I can't remember which way around they are anymore. The book is called First Phone Call from Heaven. What's it about? Hang on, did I put it in storage? No, I put nothing in storage. I need to get myself some titanium. Where is the best place to just randomly collect titanium now? You need to get on the Metro book. Have you not started? I actually finished it about a week ago. This is probably not the best place for titanium now, is it? Tell you what, if I go to I Am a Derp, I reckon that's probably got some good titanium sources around. All I should need is maybe like 3 or 4 wreckage. I do need some quartz as well, though. Oh, snap, yes! I knew I was going to forget to do that. I knew I was going to forget to do that. Thank you. I mean, there is a reason I put things like I am a derp in my games. It's because, surprisingly, I am a derp. And, forgetting to take BRB screens off is exactly proof of that. You just started watching Oh, hey, sorry, hey. Did you... Also started watching a new anime, unexpected. You never start watching new animes. I would never have anticipated that from you. So, tell me about Norigami. Or I assume that that is the new anime that you started. Okay, that's a decent bit of metal salvage. I guess I could take some more as well. It doesn't hurt, does it? That's probably enough. I could do with some quartz as well. And I could do with getting back to my sea moth. There's a god, and there's not a god. And they've been fighting giant toads and dragons, as you do.
30 seconds.
I mean, I fight giant toads and dragons all the time. It just seems like a natural thing to do. That's all I understood so far. Well, clearly it's done a good job of explaining the world to you. That is quartz, isn't it? I could do with a little bit more quartz. I think that's one as well. Oh, good. Inventory full. Perfect. Just a thing that happens in the UK sometimes. Exactly. It's what our lives are all about. I do have storage on my Seamoth now. I presume I have to get out of the Seamoth to use it? Since it is external storage. Interesting that I can store I can access the upgrades, sorry, while I'm outside the ship, but not in the... Yeah, that's copper, nice.
Levels in the water. Performing a self-scan is advised.
Interesting, I've not heard that message before. And I will admit, I kind of misheard that as defecating external bacteria or something like that. Nah, it's cool, it's cool. It's moderately realistic. If I had storage like this outside my ship, I would be expected to get outside my ship to use it. I'm okay with it. I probably need to repair this ship still, don't I? Why can I not repair it? I mean, that's not what I was going.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay. I can dive through my Seamoth. Sure. Why can I not repair it? I keep doing that. I keep pressing R3 and not meaning to do that. Did you even start Metro, by the way, Cal? Or have you just like only got a little bit into it, or have you not started it at all? So the new Boku no Hero Academia movie going to be released soon enough. Nice. I actually have Crunchyroll now loaded on my loaded on as a page on my browser. At some point I'm gonna like sign up to it and try checking out some of these, just for pure interest's sake. Open here. I want to open it. How do I open it? You've not started Metro. Have you like played the game or seen any of the game? Ah, that's fine. I'll do it in the water sometime. Have you like seen anything of the console of the game before? Need to begin a good list. I do need a good list. I need a proper long list. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is grab some of this, as much of this as I can take in right now. Convert it to titanium. Store some for later, because I always need titanium. This is the repair. Oh, this is the laser cutter. Oh yeah, this is a laser cutter. So you know that bit where I said I am a derp? I mean, I am a derp. I mean, this is the repair tool. Is it? What is the repair tool? I can't even remember what a repair tool looks like. Yeah, it's this thing. This thing doesn't seem to be working out. This game and its like clippable surfaces. Half asleep lurking, and thank you. I appreciate that, Drim. Good to see you. Okay. I'm just going to repair it in the water. Clearly it doesn't want to play ball. I'll store some titanium. That's easily going to be enough for now. You need to point at something other than the cockpit. Oh, okay. I can try that. Oh, there was a repair symbol. There we go. That wasn't so hard, was it? Digga. Okay. Might as well grab this and convert it as well. Fadoos! How you doing? Let me... Tarks on the telly! It's my 15 minutes of fame! Let me drop you a quick shout out. He was indeed playing Hellblade. I was watching some of it earlier. It was a very interesting game. I do encourage people to drop by. How was it going? How did you do in the end? Okay, so I've got all of my tools, I think. I think I was pretty much ready before. I need to up my food and drink. Let's not dip into my supplies yet. Let's not dip into my supplies because I want to keep them. I'll store a fair bit of titanium in here. You finished it? Oh, nice. I didn't realise you were that close. How did you find it? What was the ending like? Okay. Couple of peepers should be fine. And then I will need some bleach as well. I love how pressing the ladder just teleports me up to the top of it. You'd say that the best for a beginner would be ReZero, Dr. Stone, One Punch Man, Attack on Titan. I've heard of Attack on Titan and One Punch Man. Sword Online. Sword Art Online. Oh, I've heard of Evangelion as well. Okay, that is a full list. I'll have to take note of these. There are some great animes everyone should watch. Not that you're biased or anything. Okay, I was gonna get myself some food. Death Note is really good. I definitely need to check some of these out. They always come recommended. They always come recommended. Okay, that's my food sorted out. I need to drink some water. How much water do I have in here? I've got quite a lot of water. I think I can probably spare that. Okay. So I need to... I'm trying to remember what I made silicone, rubber and lubricant for. I definitely need to bring all this stuff with me. Let's go over, make myself the operating base, and then I can come back for some extra materials if I need to.
All systems online.
We're getting closer. I'm almost doing exploration. By the way, you better only watch SIO's first season. The others are complete trash. Fair enough. What happened? What made it go downhill? Can you call SAO an isekai? Isekai? What is an isekai? We're having deep intellectual anime conversations which I cannot keep on the level for. I really hope that I brought the tool that allows me to make things. I'm going to be disappointed if I go all the way over here and then didn't do that. Also, I should probably make myself another beacon at some point. Isekai is a character being brought to a new world. Oh, I see. That's a good point, I can. Yes, I have my habitat builder. I made some batteries as well, and I have not brought the batteries. I thought the whole point was to go and look at the Aurora rendezvous point. Or was that the thing where I already did that and there was nothing there? Well, I needed to pick up the batteries anyway, so I'll go back. Where am I supposed to be going? What do I want to explore? So I understand that there's the Aurora. Yeah, I was going to explore the Aurora. Oh, it's the crashed ship. Oh, I see. Of course it's the crashed ship. I thought it was something completely different. I am a true idiot, you know. Some more junk. Some more space junk. The Aurora is not actually that far from my base anyway. But I might as well go back and pick up the batteries. I can't remember names. You guys are expecting me to do too much, thinking that I'm actually going to have intelligence. That's the rendezvous point for... Oh, yeah, I should probably turn that off so I don't keep going and looking for it, shouldn't I? I don't think there's anything left to do there, is there, really? I can always turn it back on again. Don't you ever start with a Fate anime series. Make a favour for yourself, don't get close to it. It'll hurt everyone you love. Where were the batteries? There they were. 2%, 5%, 100, 100, 100. Okay! We are slowly making progress. Cow, thank you. I appreciate the look, as Tarkbot indeed said. That takes a frickin' long time to hit the surface again. I must be diving so far out of the water. There's that massive creature guarding the place, isn't there? Am I going to die doing this? Because the beginning isn't really the beginning. How mysterious. Hang on, if there's a creature out there, where do I want to be to, where do I want to place this base? Where am I not going to get attacked? I guess I could place it around here or something. Or maybe it's just that the what was it called? The Cyclops will only attack you if you're not inside the ship. Nope, I can hear the screen shaking.
The Aurora's radioactive fallout will have devastating effects on the alien ecosystem if not contained
Oh,
within
good.
the next 24 hours.
Okay. You're asking an awful lot of me to even find my way into the ship in 24 hours. I want to explore it for myself for the time being. Except I am slightly concerned... Well, that wasn't the way. I am slightly concerned that, if I've got a 24-hour countdown before I completely poison the planet, I may have left it too late to do anything. Is this 20? Don't give me too many specifics, but is this 24-hour countdown something I should be concerned about? Okay, good. It's just flavor text. There's not actually time. Okay, that's good. Because I genuinely thought I had 1 day-night cycle left. And I was thinking, that's not much time. Oh good, the screen's shaking again. I mean, this looks like a relatively decent... I don't know, maybe. There's clearly a lot to explore here, at any rate. I'd say enough to explore that I'm probably not going to get through it nearly as fast as I should do. Clonk! One day I really am going to destroy this sea moth. Actually, I'm getting the feeling that this may not be the right place after all. You're hungry. Have you not eaten today? I had some really nice wraps earlier. With some pesto and like chicken and olives and stuff in them. Get sushi or pizza. Definitely pizza.
Ship's structural integrity is low. Fire suppression equipment and laser cutters may be required. Exploration.
I think I have both of them. I do indeed have both of them. I could be just like missing something really obvious here as well. Pizza! Hey El Greco 420, how are you doing? It's definitely pizza, let's be honest. You're pretty warm. Okay, okay. Well, let me just double check around this side as well. Just because I like seeing everything. But yeah, I expect I probably have missed the entrance. I'm assuming none of this is stuff I want to scan. This is just one huge ridge of rock. I am so gonna get eaten by something soon. Possibly that. Is it that that's making the screen shake? Slightly Cthulhu-esque looking beast. You can try making sushi at home. Man, I wish I had cooking skills. Will those things attack my base if I place it in a really bad position? Also, did you decide to get sushi because everyone else said pizza? Because that is some good contradictory thinking there. The screen's shaking because you're under... Oh, I see. I guess that makes sense. I mean, there's an arrow there. Oopsie. I am the best at piloting this ship. I am literally just the best. No one else could possibly compare to me. I mean, this thing is huge, but where on earth is the entrance? I'm not even that far down, it's just so murky. I really need a beacon to find the entrance again as well. I could do with 2 beacons, couldn't I? One for the the satellite base I'm going to make. And one to actually find my way back into this bloomin' thing again. I've been here before. Where on earth is it? Reapers don't attack bases. Thank goodness for that. On a scale of 1 to where's Wally, how hard is this entrance to find? Also, what on earth have I got myself caught on? I am so lost. I'm not even sure which way is in and which way is out now. I am so lost. This doesn't look like an entrance either. Although that is some metal stuff. It's relatively easy to find if you look in the right place. I mean, you underestimate my powers to to quote Star Wars, if you believe that I cannot completely overlook something. I am pretty good at failing to find things. Like, for instance, how I'm actually trying to get back out into open water again, and I just cannot find it right now. You're looking in the wrong phase of matter. What do you mean by wrong phase of matter? I'm not trying to... I don't want to push my Seamoth underwater. Have I just sunk my Seamoth? I just wanted to stand on the Seamoth for a better look. It's not in the water, it's in the air.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Oh, I see. Right, okay. Unless you mean that you got to like climb your way up there and it's up there somewhere. I still haven't exactly found a good place to start though. If I would anticipate if that was the case, that you would start by having like a platform you're supposed to land on. Because it does look like there's possibly a few opportunities in here to get into the ship. It's accessible from the water where part of the deck slopes down. Oh, I see. I'm probably... Oh, is it like here? Oh, okay. This makes sense. Next question. Can I be really cheeky and build a base like on here? I'm going to take that as a no. Nope, I didn't mean to open the storage. I'm going to get in the Seamoth. Did I just drop something? I am just the best at this. I am so good. Hang on, where am I even going again? That way. Okay, I think I get where I'm going next time. I'm starting to run out of food and water again, which is fantastic. Okay, so where am I going to place my base? Somewhere over here could be good. I'm going to love having a base that's constantly shaking all the time. That's going to be cool. I need a hatch on the underside. I need to not change to the wrong piece of equipment. I need to not have this happen. Whatever's going on here. I'm out of items, aren't I? That's cool, it's titanium. I've still got some titanium. Where's my ship gone? Here it is. I've got some titanium stored in the... I cannot turn around. Curse you, water! I've got tons of titanium. Here we go. Losing the Seamoth when you're on top of it is... Yeah, it feels that way. It frickin' feels that way. I need... a fabricate. I reckon I could do with a fabricator as a start. I don't have any gold or table coral sample. Let's not build a fabricator. Let's just have wall lockers. Let's not keep pressing R2. These things have a fair amount, don't they? These things have a fair amount of storage. That should be enough to keep me going for a while. That said... Did I actually bring the food with me? Yeah, I did bring the food with me at least. Should I just go for it, do you think? Or is there some extra stuff I need? Let me grab this storage on the Seamoth and dump it in here as a start. Because I don't need all the titanium now. Let me take one titanium back and make one more locker, because that's storing an awful lot of space. That used up an awful lot of space. You can always backtrack. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of my feeling. I'll dump the fabricator in here as well, because I don't think I need a fabricator. Where has it gone? There it is. Habitat builder. Same thing. Put the propulsion cannon in my hotbar. I can do that. I've just freed up some space after all. Okay, nighttime. That seems like the perfect opportunity to be going into this thing. I'm gonna I'm gonna base my plans on being able to find my way back to my base easily enough. Because it does seem like a relatively easy place to find, but let's go for it. If I really wanted to, could I like spend a load of time just putting out all these fires for no reason? Is that a thing I'm allowed to do? Ooh, another health kit. I didn't need that. What on earth are you? Cave crawler. This is not a cave. You are in the wrong place. Bye. Oh good, so I'm going to have to fight my way through this place as well, am I? That's good. Okay, so it's loading me up on med kits that I probably don't actually need. So that I can't store much other stuff. I see your game. I see your game. You might run out of fire extinguisher juice, though. Yeah, that is true. I would have to keep renewing the fire extinguisher.
Caution. Scans show the digestive tracts of nearby life forms contain human tissues.
Oh, good. So I'm gonna find some dead human bodies in here then. That's nice. Is this game secretly a horror game? Oh, another fire extinguisher. I don't have much space left in my inventory already. Okay, I could totally get lost in here, couldn't I? Another propulsion cannon, just in case I needed it. Oh, drones! Nice.
Aurora systems are running on local reserve power.
Why did I... Oh, use the...
Download black box data.
I just figured that the propulsion cannon was for picking up items. Hang on. Do these fires just always relight? Is that how this works?
Integrating new PDA data.
Is this the... basically, do these just like...
PDA
The,
data.
the fire suppression is just to let you walk through briefly and then they light up again? Or have I just not suppressed them enough? Best way to deal with the fires is aim at the base of them. I thought I was. That uses a lot of extinguisher. That uses a lot of extinguisher. I have so many things that I need in here. Okay, do I have a... Oh, I do have a jump button. I never knew I had a jump button. Or maybe I did know I had a jump button and I've been using that the whole time and I've just, like, forgotten. I assume I was supposed to be able to do that. Don't worry, you'll find lots of extinguishers. Good. That... Actually, yeah, I did find one already. Oh, more batteries. So all the stuff that I spent ages preparing to take with me, I'm just being fed here. I don't know what the code is. Can I just cut through this door? Can I not cut through this door? It doesn't say anything about cutting through it. Oh, of course, the prop cannon. If you came in with stuff, you'll probably not have enough storage to take everything. I came in with a fair amount of stuff. Check your PDA notes. You might have got... Sorry, I might have got what? What am I looking for? Oh, hello, stasis rifle, you say? I've got so many extra things to look at. Oh man, that looks so awesome. That looks really cool. Oh, the door code. I see.
Aurora systems are running on local reserve power, unable to remotely download scans of damage to the portion. Scans show the
I'm not sure I have.
nearby life forms contain human tissues.
Hang on, I did get one PDA note. Where does it go? Hey, Doge, how you doing? Data, maybe it's in data downloads. God, there's so much stuff in here. Codes and clues. Oh, that sounds interesting. Note to self. 1454 cargo bay code? That could be it. How do you use this? Oh, I see. Nutrient block. I'll take that. I'm taking all the stuff I don't need right now. I'm okay, I guess. Still on the mend from the busted arm. Busted arm? What was a busted arm? I don't remember hearing about a busted arm. And a bit of squiffy after your first jab. I feel like I'm the only person who was not affected by having the jab. I mean, let's drink some water and then. I do feel like it's kind of going to feed me most of the stuff I need to stay alive in here after all. Okay, so there was something up there that I wanted to... What on earth was that? I wanted to get past the flames. You're out, right? Yeah, you're out. Nutrient block. Man! You gotta stop feeding me this stuff. Whoops. What was in... It's giving me so much water. You've got your appointment for the first jab on the 1st of July. Do you know which one you're getting? Well, that looks like a slide I'll struggle to get back up from. Hello? Let's take a look at these,
New PDA data.
since clearly some of them are quite useful. Transgov profile, Altera copy. You know, I used to read everything I had on here. I've stopped doing that. I really should read these more. One of the largest suppliers of spacefaring technologies and consumer electronics is in the Federation. Especially since everything seems to have stopped, I think. The official supplier of the TSF, consistently ranked among the galaxy's best employers. Well, my company is ranked among the best employers, and I guarantee you they are not. Began life as a defense manufacturer in the mid-22nd century. National motto, get what you deserve. Though most transgovs can trace their roots back to Earth, Altera, literally meaning by Earth, is the only one brazen enough to take its name. During the expansion, Altera supplied arms to all sides, acquiring and housing a vast colonist and workforce, and making the transition from manufacturer to corporate state. Altera's threat to cease trade was one of the turning points in the conflict, bringing about the end of hostilities and the signing of the Charter. Free enterprise within Altera space is encouraged, but competition is tight, and all goods exported off-world must be Altera branded. Profitable businesses are brought out by the state, owners ascending to the board of directors. That must be a huge board of directors. Well-known Altera technologies like the Cyclops submersible originated with such private enterprises. Despite superficial similarities to national governments, the corporation's lawyers have always maintained that it has no legal obligation to its employees, but voluntarily elects to take on the role usually served by a democratically elected government. This claim has not yet been tested in Federation courts. Ooh, hello. Altera launches the Aurora. Phase gate announced for the Ariadne arm. Altera launches the Aurora. The furthest reaches of inhabited space are to be expand as Altera Corp launches a newly constructed capital ship carrying a phase gate bound for the Ariadne arm. I bet the phase gate is going to somehow be linked to all this, isn't it? The Aurora will travel from a space dock on the edge of Altera space, making hundreds of consecutive phase gate jumps through 9 different transgov authorities, and arrive on the far side of the Ariadne arm in 3 months' time. From there, the command crew will pilot the ship beyond the final phase gate, arriving in the next solar system approximately 18 months later. There, the elite team of engineers will begin a 6-month construction project on the new phase gate, a multi-trillion credit investment. In the absence of existing infrastructure in the region, the vessel is equipped with advanced thermal and nuclear power facilities. Altera Corp currently operates 9% of all phase gates in the galaxy. If the Aurora's mission is successful, Altera will have outmaneuvered a cabal of Mongolian corporations, operating a range of outposts and mines in the region. Goodness sake, what is with me suddenly burping? You got Pfizer, Doge. Nice. I wonder if me having Moderna is kind of part of the reason why. Oh, I am losing stuff while I read this. I shouldn't spend too long on this then. Why I'm not reacting and everyone else is. More water. Can I get through here? I feel like there could be cool things through here. Is there anything? I feel like there's going to be something really important that I'm missing as well. Of course, there's stuff down here, isn't there? Whee! More nutrient blocks. Come on. Can I get back up? Yeah, okay. So I can get back up here easily enough. That's fine. How have you found this game? It's been interesting, actually. At first, I wasn't sure what it was. I thought it was just like basically a Minecraft-style game where it's mostly creative, without, you know, and you basically make your own end goals. But as I'm starting to kind of see more of it, this is kind of really, it's getting interesting. Is this the kind of thing I need to cut through? Oh, okay, use a repair tool. I can do that. I'm a little bit frustrated with the 5 quick slot thing. I'm not sure that system works very well. Oh, you complete numbskull. In general, I don't really like the control scheme of this game. But that's, as I'm sure Pharaoh would say, that's the PlayStation's fault, not the game's. But yeah, I'm kind of interested to see what the full story is all about. Spawning players on the beach. Player 1 has been washed away by an unusually high tide. Player 2 has traded a coconut with player 3 for 10 credits. Player 3 has planted a coconut. Players are getting hungry. So basically there's these 3 players doing some virtual suite that looks slightly like it might be... Hello? It's slightly like it might be inspired by some games. Check this room thoroughly. It does seem like the kind of room that has some prizes. I don't really want the... Whoa! I don't really want the titanium from rescanning that. I got the depth module. Is there anything else I'm missing in here? Oh yeah, I know. Get off me! Where even was that thing? So it starts out as just being general survival, Doge. It starts out as just being like you've been dropped off on a planet. Oh, hello. What's this? some lockers I can't open apparently, and you can like build yourself a base and so on and explore things. And then it's starting to build up some story, like there may be like a reason I'm here. And then I went off exploring last stream as well, and found this huge like metal wall around the entire area, like it was some kind of Truman Show thing. So there's clearly some whole story going on right now. I'll go to the drive room in a minute, but let's go here next. So yeah, the story appears to be like I've basically got to work my way up to being... Whoa! Well, this thing actually propels you backwards. That's kind of cool. But yeah, so it's clearly... It's like get yourself off the planet, but there appears to also be a kind of a work out what exactly the whole story is behind why you're here, and who's done this to you, and so on. A Mongolian vessel, the Degassi, disappeared almost a decade ago, carrying with it a high-ranking Mongolian chief. Corporate Insurance has purchased passage aboard the Aurora for emissary Kassar, and your orders are to make every reasonable effort to locate and retrieve the Degassi crew members, without compromising the primary mission. Confirming the fate of the crew will aid Altera's diplomatic efforts. Okay, so there was clearly some goings on there as well then. I don't really need the that thing. Yep, see you, Doge. You're telling me you've been on this rig more than a year and you never took a ride on the outside? Well, now you've got to get yourself the keys to a giant frickin' robot suit. We've plain got nothing to do till we go starside to work on the gate. You want to taste the stars? You got to say, my spare prawn suit's got your name on it. You don't know what power feels like till you've crushed an asteroid with your bare, heavily mechanically augmented hands. Want to play catch on the passing meteor? Come by cabin 1. Code is 1869. Okay. I don't need the batteries. Prawn Bay. Hello. I'll take this water and drink it. Anything else to find in here? Maybe not. I know that there's a whole other room I'm missing out. Oh, I see. So I'm going to have to do a wham-bam double team. First do that, then repair this, which slowly goes erect. Didn't even need the code, apparently. Yeah, Pharaoh, you may not have... oh, hello. You may not have used a... fire extinguisher underwater before, but let's be honest, I am all about doing stupid things for no good reason.
Picking up a faint black box signature originating on the other side of the hull breach in this room.
That would appear to be a prawn suit, I guess. Presumably I can just fit this into the modules in my ship as soon as I get back to my ship. That's only a 1 of 4. Oh man. That's the entire suit. What else have you got to scan here? Make sure to clear the fires and scan the prawn fragments. I can do that. I may run out of... juice for the fire extinguisher soon, though. Is this the only way to get the prawn suit? Ow. Good, I can scan it from here anyway. Nope, it's not gonna... Oh, there we go. There we go. That's 3 of them. Is there another one I can scan? I believe I can get up on that. Ah! Come on. Work with me here, game. Actually, I'm in slight danger of falling off this. And, like, getting stuck where I should never be. I probably could have just scanned them from above, thinking about it. That's not being marked as scannable. Oh, there's one up there! How did I not see that? Ow. Nice.
Blueprint acquired.
I am so going to get lost in here. There's so much to do. I'm probably going to find that there's absolutely nothing in the water now, though. The locker room is where I came from. Now you have unlimited prawn power. I frickin' hope so. I just like chuck mollusks at anything to solve every solution, solve every problem. There's nothing in the world that cannot be solved with the power of airborne prawns. Batteries not included. I could really do with another flamethrower right now. Ton of water. Just an absolute ton of water. Oh, come on. Let me stay up. And some nutrient blocks as well, just in case I needed any food. Today's menu, Space Bear Veloute. Cottage pie or nutrient block. Wow, what a choice. What a choice. I sure haven't got a clue which one I would pick if I had to pick between shepherd's pie and nutrient block. Let me just get rid of some of these again. Geological data. Oh, rubies. Essential for advanced fabrication. Well, I'm sure glad I picked some up then. And that's the... no, it's not the last one. So much. There's so much. There's the prawn suit. Nice. The pressurized reactive water nano suit. They sure worked hard to get that one working. Is a range of mechs designed to protect the pilot from extreme environments. The Mark III is the latest iteration and has so far only been rolled out by Altera for their own high-value phase gate related operations. Prawn suit. It's got you covered. Literally. Yeah, I'm totally taking that poster. Ooh, hello, there we go. There's another flamethrower. Flamethrower. You've put the words in my head now, Pharaoh. I don't need another thing. I don't think there's anything else. There is clearly something else in there. Thankfully, I don't need to go anywhere near the flames. Oh, I can actually make myself a vending machine. Nice. Let's just self-scan again for the sake of it.
Self-scan complete.
Oh, I've got a bacterial infection.
Your system is progressing, detecting skin irritation and immune system response. Further data required to identify bacterial strain.
Is that like a story thing, or have I done something stupid? Okay, oh no, that's the fire extinguisher I threw away before. Sign? Can't scan the sign? Guess not. You can get a small wall shelf off the side counter as well. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Pharaoh, you know this game far too well. Far too well. I would never remember these insignificant items. God, this place just goes on forever. I'm getting the feeling then that all of these boxes are basically just to keep you alive while you're in here.
New blueprint acquired.
True. That is true after 141 hours, yeah. Whoops, I didn't actually mean to take that health kit, but sure.
Integrating new PDA data.
Listen, I know I don't have the right to make demands of you, but I need you to understand that I want to change our arrangement.
I hear what you're saying, and I will try to respect it. How would you like to change it?
I would like to reduce our contact hours.
How much further can we do that?
To 0.
You're dumping me.
I'm changing the terms of our relationship.
How is it still a relationship?
Pray,
We
I don't
see each
change
other.
them further.
It's a relationship of a kind.
Oh, interesting. What was that all about?
I feel you just want to spend more time with that dumb guy in his dumb robot suit.
That's not a feeling. It's a judgment. And I feel hostility in what you're saying. Perhaps your jealousy is a sign that you need to take another look at your business model. Why can't you just be happy for me?
I am happy for you, and I'm happy for all the guys in the prawn bay. I'm just not happy for me.
This is why I want to change our arrangement.
Well, these two sound like they're on really good terms. Clearly a healthy relationship between the two of them.
Integrating new PDA data.
Charity is an archaic concept where the realism of today's Alterans has rendered obsolete. Realism of today's Alterans has rendered obsolete. Good. We understand that we are each responsible for ourselves, but the best way to get the most of ourselves is to work together with Altera. The implication of this reasoning is clear. If someone is in need, they must find a way to be needed. Oh wow, this sounds like a really friendly set of core life values. Altera Arms is a training facility for those that need to be needed. We're not a charity, because we don't ask for handouts. Excuse me. We prefer to think of ourselves as a philanthropical benefice facilitation service promoting synergy between employer and workforce. AA operates on a lottery system. By investing in any number of credits, you will be entered into our prize draw. Larger investments yield higher chances of winning. Your credits will go towards training unskilled colonists in vital tasks, such as maintenance and interpersonal skills. The colonists receive this training voluntarily and free of charge, on condition of a minimum contract with one of our investors on completion of their training. How very nice of you. Well, Altera just seemed like such a friendly bunch of chaps. Oh, you can actually open... I see. I guess I can do this. Can I... Okay, can I, like... drop it there, open storage, dump some stuff in there. Oh, I see. Oh, that's kind of rubbish then. I thought it was basically like a way of extending your holding space. Altera looked at Omni Consumer Products and Weyland Yutani and thought, how can we be worse than them? Exactly. Okay. Let's see if I can remember my way around this. Actually, tell you what. If I'm not taking that bag of holding, fair enough. If I'm not taking the bag of holding, then I don't immediately need to go back, but I am running out of space here. I guess I could eat that. Is there something through there I want to get to? Can't... it doesn't look like I would... Ow! It doesn't look like I would gain much from going through that fire. So let's just go in here. Everyone has this picture of this same woman. I already have a natural selection 2 poster. I probably don't need another first aid kit right now. I don't think, yeah, it doesn't look like I can get in there. So I'm guessing I've pretty much explored this place now. I think that's where I came in. Have I looked... Oh, I haven't explored this place, because I haven't done this side. I think I've got the prawn suit poster already, haven't I? Yeah, I've got a prawn suit. Oh, no, I've got the sea. Now I've got the land one. Everyone just has the woman. Okay, this is not going to be easy to get to, but it was 1869. You found the true story. Subnautica is secretly a poster collection game. It feels a bit like that. Sure. Let's fill my last space in my inventory with a blue cap. Responsible, autonomous relationships. All the good things in life are commodities. We trade love just as we buy and sell stock. We engage in human relationships when there is fair exchange of value. Support, motivation, affection. Nothing good is ever free. If every physical good in the Federation came from a single supplier, it would constitute a dangerous monopoly. Personal relationships are the same. It is important for people to get what they need from multiple sources. If a person finds a better source of the goods they require, they are not wronging their original supplier by changing their purchase arrangements. If one member of a relationship should feel threatened or jealous, they must look at their own business model and ask whether it is performing competitively. There is always room for improvement. Seems like you are chasing the wrong things in life. Oh no! I can't take the arcade gorge toy! I better drink some water. Scanny, scanny! I can't even scan these things. I can scan double bed though. The true story in this game, it's just like, it's just the wet dream of like someone who, ooh, captain's quarters, hello, who loves using those pricing scanners at supermarkets. Okay, so I don't have a code for the captain's quarters, so I guess I'm gonna have to come back for this. I might actually do a second run to pick up like a load of the med kits, and maybe not the med kits, but the food, so that I don't have to keep going on peeper runs later on in the game. Of course, if I ever get to a point where the game is using those drones? Yes, the game is using those drones to find food for me. Well then. I feel like there's something up in that box there. But could I actually get to it? I'm not convinced. There's nothing up there. I take it this is because you've been there? Or you've had this, at least you've had the similar sentiment? Ow. It's the most well-known floor. In fairness, if that is the most well-known floor in the game, then the game's pretty good. Everyone goes, there must be something up there. It does kind of look like it, though. So I can kind of agree. It is a bit of a flaw. Okay, so hang on, what was that? Closed door? I didn't even know you could close doors in this game. So I've been through the prawn area. This is the locker room. So next there was the drive room. Couldn't even take the battery if I wanted to.
Sustained internal damage during collision. Do not attempt repair without appropriate qualifications.
I laugh in the face of your appropriate qualifications. There are tons of batteries here, though. Ow. There are tons of batteries. It almost makes you think that there's a reason for there being tons of batteries here. Whoa! The heck was that all about? What's even causing all those sparks? Okay, there's got to be things to scan in here. Oh no, a Cyclops efficiency module. Time to drink some more water, I guess. In fairness, if the developers are actually coming out and commenting on one balcony.
New blueprint acquired.
Okay, cool. This room feels like it's got to have more stuff in it. Aside from, I mean, I know that item I've got for a ship I don't even have yet feels pretty decent level, but still. There's got to be more to this room than just that one thing. It has a purpose. Okay, let's take a look underwater then. Do-do-do. Going for a bit of a scuba dive. Ah.
Containment breach repaired. Further breaches detected.
Oh, only 10? Just as well I have all these batteries then, I guess.
Containment breach repaired. Further breaches detected. Containment breach repaired. Further breaches detected.
Oi! I need to have a survival knife out. I love how that thing just disappears if I change to a different item. It's like, only if you're holding the repair tool am I actually latching onto your arm.
Breaches detected.
Nope, nope, you can go away.
Repaired. Further breaches detected.
Just love the way you just warp to the top. Oh, get off! I'm not even in the water! Where did you come from? Look at it just slip sliding down. Yep, that's an invisible wall right there then. Special training in stealth. Freaking right about that.
Containment breach repaired. Further breaches detected. Containment breach repaired.
Further detect. Yeah, I cannot. Even when the words are on the screen, I cannot read words out correctly. I am some special kind of stupid sometimes. You know, considering it exploded, crashed into a planet, and then exploded again, it's not in bad shape. You're right, actually. Yeah, because the engine actually went nuclear, didn't it? We got to watch all of the explosions.
Containment breach repaired. Further breaches detected.
I'll tell you what, for all the talk about how they got that balcony wrong, they got the design right with the way that those breaches cause sparks. Because it is making them easier to find. Even though I can't seem to swim up to this one.
Containment breach repaired. Further breaches detected.
There it is. Trophies!
Drive core breach sealed. Radiation levels decreasing.
Does that mean that I can take off the radiation suit now? Maybe even permanently. Nice. Nice. They put a huge amount of effort into making this game accessible. It kind of is. I feel like there's not too much else to find in here. I'm presuming that there's nothing here. Even though part of me thinks there might be. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's nothing here. Oi! Set me on fire again. For that, I will put you out completely. Oh man, my health. The main path through the ship is a big loop. Okay. I feel like if it's a big loop, then I've missed a route somewhere. Or something. Because haven't I been everywhere in here? And I haven't seen... all I can think of right now is backtracking. We've been in the Seamoth Bay. I don't really need 2 more pieces of titanium. Is that through the prawn room? Oh, okay. So have I actually gone through the whole thing pretty much now? The prawn room was through the... Oh, okay. Underwater toward the big door. I guess it would explain the whole there being holes in the floor here thing. I feel like it could be a little bit of a maze to get there though. Oh look. Another flashlight. Oh yeah. So it is. What's this room? I'm underwater. How am I on fire? Ooh, the black box data. Initiated slingshot maneuver. High velocity energy pulse detected on planet's surface. Emergency distress signal sent to Altera listening buoy versus via long range comm relay. Impact detected. Life pod bays on starboard side. Compromise. Outgoing communications compromised. Emergency evacuation initiated. Lots of screen shaking. Manual piloting transferred to Captain Hollister. Captain Hollister! Please let that be a Red Dwarf reference. Please let that be a Red Dwarf reference. Was this made by a British company? Okay, so there isn't much else to see here then. A couple of surprisingly undamp, dry pieces of paper floating around. The core of the company is North American, but they have staff all over the world working remotely. That's fair enough. Ow. There we go. Oh, I still haven't gotten the captain's quarters, and I don't know the code to this gate door either. So there are still things to do here. If you need to tweak your equipment, please use the mod station. Door is 6483. Before I do that, I'm going to need to take another med kit in a second. The floating doesn't make this any easier.
Integrating new PDA data.
Your repulsion cannon blueprint has been resynchronized.
Data bank corruption was detected on your PDA. Your technology blueprints have been updated.
Updated. Nice. Oh, I could actually steal these things. Oh, they take a load of space though. Guess I'm going to be using another health kit. You can pick up a few of the things in that room for decoration in your base. I'm definitely going to have to come back here for a second run at some point. To pick up all the junk I missed before. Ah, there's a way up. Definitely nothing else around here. Please, let me... That's it. Ow. God, you take damage quickly when you're going through fire. Oh wait, yeah. I brought that propulsion cannon and just never used it. A little bit hot. Just a teensy bit. Just as well he's a bad shot. Oh, okay. So could I have actually gone in that way? Interesting. Open storage. Where is the upgrade thing? I'm sure I found it before. Like while I was in the water. Ah, it doesn't matter.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
There's 2 access points to the ship, separated by laser cutter doors. hang on, sorry, 2 access points to the ship separate. As in, did I go through one of them, or have I been through both of them? I put my base here. I knew it would be. I knew it wouldn't be too hard to find.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Let's dump the power cell and a ton of these batteries. Most of the food. The med kits. The poster. In this one, let's put the other posters, the hat, the toy, and the Cyclops module. Each one at the end of a big loop, and in the middle of the loop is a door you can only get through. Did I go through that? I feel like I missed some things. I definitely feel like I missed some stuff, to be honest with you. Have to be a little bit careful of him over there. You've explored what? So can you not get in the captain's quarters? Also, Tevra le Chat. Hello, or should I say bonjour? Comment ça va? Oh, okay. So I couldn't get in there now. Okay. Still, I'm feeling like perhaps you know what? Now that I know what it's like, when I have to go back for the captain's quarters... that'll be the point at which I'll remember how much is in there, and I'll just start... I'll just go and clean out all the health kits and stuff. That's cool. 5 days after a certain in-game event. Okay. Just for the record, I know I've put backseating allowed on, and I'm cool with most things. Just be a little bit careful if there's like actual information about what's to come up. Because oh, hello. Did I ever find this before? Maybe I did. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. No, I didn't. At the end of the day, I don't know what's coming in this game, so it would be kind of cool to be surprised by some things, but I'm very happy if I find like a locked door or something for someone to say, oh yeah, you can do this, or you need to be wait for that. That's cool, I appreciate that.
Alien activity. Encountered predators in the Leviathan class, highly aggressive. Spectroscope scanner assigned species designator Reaper. One specimen attempted to swallow the life pod, doing extensive damage in the process. Only viable option is to make for the safety of the Aurora crash site. I have retrieved a data box with the creature decoy and enough resources to fabricate a couple of them. The swim's longer than the decoy lifetime, but it should just be enough to keep them busy. If you don't find me on board the ship, presume I miscalculated.
And yeah, I figured it'd be 5 in-game days. How you doing, by the way? If you don't mind, can I call you Tevra? How was your week been? How's your weekend going? Have I? Yeah, I have found this before. Have I actually tried exploring inside that box, though? I'm not sure if I have. I might need to try that. Oh wait, no, I have, because this is the I am a dirt base. I get it. I get so confused in this. I get like turned around in this game. I assume that you're another aficionado of this game. A lot of people I've spoken to seem to have played the heck out of this game. It seems to be a well-loved game, to be sure. You only finished it recently. Nice. Nice. There we go. There's the upgrades. So presumably I could just plug that straight in. Crush depth now 300 meters. Nice. Let's drop me a picture, a poster for a Tron suit on the wall. What else have I got? I think I ditched the other posters. I'm gonna need to build some more storage, you know. I've got too much junk at this point. Let's put all the batteries in here. Grab my habitat builder. Let's put it back here. I do have the modification station. I will show you it in just a second. I'm pretty sure I have it anyway. All the lockers, all of them. I've got this. I've got the vehicle upgrade. I think I have a modification station. Do I have a modification station? Following the radio messages now will take you along the story. Okay. I thought I built a modification station, but honestly, I'm kind of losing track. Let's call this... health and food. Oh, I can't. I've run out of characters. Let's call it meds and noms then. I know food and noms the exact same length, but let's go with that. Hey, Thug Duhal. How you doing, Thug? So let's dump my med kits and my food in here. I think I just had some... No, that was them. Oh, I can dump the nutrient block in there as well. Actually, I'll take that and eat it. How's your week been? Hope you've had a good week. I'm gonna need to sort all these lockers out at some point. But for now, it's good enough. I've got a couple more trips back in the Seamoth to collect the rest of my stuff. Thank you for the follow, I appreciate that.
Captain, all systems online.
I am going in the complete wrong direction, aren't I? The Aurora must be over here. Ish. Yes. So my little satellite base, which I never marked up, is about here. If you don't have the blueprints, I recommend exploring the mushroom forest. Let me check. When I get to my base, for a second, I will check. Also, I still need to work out what the actual relevance of the whole temperature thing is around here. I do see that I have a temperature gauge, and up to this point I've never actually noticed there being a problem. I don't care that much about metal salvage. I can get more of it. It's just a coral shell. Oh, it's largely unimportant. Fair enough. Given that they've made the below zero or whatever it is game, I thought for maybe that there would be some point at which like heat would come into play, and then below zero would be like taking it to the next level. I know I just said I don't care much about metal salvage, but what are you gonna do? These are all things that at some point I need to go searching for, so I might as well just grab some of them now. Oh, that's just a fish. Where do you find the upgrade module for the moon pool? Which upgrade? Do you mean the vehicle modification station that I made? Let me see what I most want in here. Clear out the food. Oh yeah, clear out all this stuff. Definitely, I'm going to use this stuff to adorn my base. Grab this. You can get burned from hot environments, but there's only a few that are hot enough to injure you. Okay. Where did I get that from? Pharaoh, you might be able to answer that better than I can. I honestly don't remember where I got that item. Those modules, those things. Yoink. Okay, I have now cleared out this base. And I'm probably going to die from that thing. Yeah, being in a data box is possible. Oh, that's just the thingy module, isn't it? I mean, I'll look at it anyway. Propulsion cannon, that's the word I was looking for. Is this a cave? No, not really. But I think that is sandstone. Silver ore, I'll take it. How far through this game are you then, Thug? If you don't mind me asking. There's another propulsion cannon fragment. There's another ding on the hull that I'll need to iron out when I get back to base. Is that... I thought that was the world's largest limestone piece for a second. Before I realised it was actually quite small and I just had fallen foul of perspective again. Yeah, I presume that you're making your way through Thugdall. Thug Duhal even. These things are pretty cool. There's some really awesome design of the stuff in this game. Whoever like came up with these ideas has some really cool ideas. That is a terrible sentence. Yes. I'm really disappointed that Kirsty never watched more of not Red Dwarf, Father Ted. Because there are some absolute classic lines in it. Okay, in the food and noms, we're going to put the peepers and this water. Really? You've actually never seen much of it? You need to watch it as well then. Pharaoh, what are you doing with yourself? I should explore Life Pod 19. I feel like I might have done that already. I'm trying to work out how I would check. Or maybe it was Life Pod 17 I did. No, I must have got it, because look, I've got the Life Pod 19 crew logs. Fair answer. I should always know to take you, you know, that you're going to take whatever I say literally. No matter what I ever say, you're absolutely going to just take it literally. Oh, wait. I actually need to, yeah, equip it. Well, that's a good point as well. I can take off the radiation stuff now, can't I? So I can dump them in, let's say, this one. Do I need the propulsion cannon? Really? I don't know, maybe. I'll call this, like, gear. That was clever. What's the difference between a literalist and a kleptomaniac? One takes things literally while the other takes things literally. I've heard that one before, I've got to be honest. But it is a good one. You'll find it... Oh, okay, yeah, beacons and stuff. That's a good point. I couldn't remember where the beacon stuff was. Okay, these are the things that I've done so far. I'll turn off that as well, because I think I've been there. And I don't need it anymore. I haven't. Hang on, it's the Life Pod 9. We're talking about Life Pod 19, aren't we? Oh, hang on. Oh, the dry land thing I haven't been to. Oh, right, okay. Should I like go there like right now? I feel like I had a lot more water at one point. Have I just literally drunk it all? Okay. Okay, let's go and explore that next then. Although, before I do it... I need to... get my head around what I'm doing, is one of the things I need to do. Get rid of the power cell. Get rid of the salt. Salt isn't... I should really turn that into minerals, shouldn't I? Whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I need to work out where what my water situation is. You drank most of your water to make space for... That is true. I thought most of the water I picked up... I thought I was picking up water and then drinking it instantly. But maybe you're right. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I literally did just, like, tat it all. You know what? If I'm going to have them, what I need is a good bench or something to put them on. Okay, so I do have the modification station, but I don't have it built. Oh yeah, okay, the reason I don't have it built, I think I don't have any diamond. I don't think I have any diamond. Okay, go on. Fun fact. I need to pick up some wool shell, some titanium. There's some random part of the map where you swim straight down from. The water just gets deleted. Interesting. I've already been breaking the game a bit myself already, of course. When I logged in the last 2 times, I have somehow found myself swimming in midair in my own base. I'm not quite sure how it works, but I have. I need to ditch the flashlight as well, the spare flashlight, in gear. I should probably bring a spare battery with me. Because I am going to run out of battery on this soon. Right, I'll go back into gear and ditch the habitat builder. That means I can re-equip that. The laser cutter. I guess I probably don't need the fire extinguisher right now. And what, the knife, maybe? Where is this? And also, what version is it on? Because I am playing on console. It sounds like the kind of bug which only happens in one version of the game. But that does sound frickin' amazing, and I want to see it. Your ear has been ringing for the last few hours. Has something caused it to start ringing? I mean, I get tinnitus a fair amount of time. So if it's something like that, it can just be completely natural. But that would be both ears ringing. Where is table coral? I need some table coral to make bleach. Or I guess I could just raid all the bladderfish. Like, literally depopulate them. I mean, if they're going to keep coming up in my view... Hi. Oh yeah, you're right. They do dump metal. That's really weird. You mean tube... Sorry, tube coral to make bleach. Okay, where's tube? Where's... I can't remember where any coral is. You need table coral to make computer chips. Okay, let's also take a look at this modification station. Oh, come on. I used to be able to just jump up that. Wait, what? Why does using the ladder throw me out the water? Oh yeah, I need to actually process it, don't I? I can definitely design my ship better, to be honest. I need to like have a complete redesign, rethink of my layout. But yeah, sorry, is this... Do you mean it's in the console version or the PC version, Tevra? Okay. Get some of this down my neck. Okay, that'll keep me going for a little while. I need to find where my rebreather is. I'll put it in here somewhere. 'Cause now that I don't need the radiation suit, I might as well wear this. It works on Switch. Oh, okay, fair enough then. I mean, I'm very interested in where it is. I may not go and explore it right now, but I do love me some bugs. In fact, I love me some bugs so much that one of my emotes is just a celebration of bugs. Okay, so... Okay, I've got the dry land place I can go and explore. What else have I got around here? Let's take a look at my blueprints. Apparently I've got a good few more blueprints I can build. Nuclear reactor, those would be quite cool. Battery charger, I would love to have a battery charger. Modification station. I don't think I have any diamond. I might have picked one diamond up once. Better to be a thing you do in creative. Sorry, what you oh yeah, okay, when you go and explore the weird place. That makes sense. Got beds, we've got a vending machine and a bar table, all this stuff that I'm probably not going to use. Oh, the picture frame. I remember being told about the picture frame. But ultimately that's just designed to make the place look cool. I have no idea how to make any of this benzene and polyaniline. Oh, I bet benzene like has lubricant as part of it. Oh, okay, the Cyclops is only one thing I need to find. But I do need the bridge fragments and the hull blueprints. There's still the prawn suit. Repulsion cannon, okay. But that needs magnetite. Yeah, there's a whole load of stuff on here that I can't do anything with right now. Again, I need diamond and plasteel. I have no idea how to get plasteel. I'm not sure I know how to get enamelled glass. Thermoblade would still be quite nice. Thermoblade might be something useful to go after at some point. I should be... Well, I'm looking through here at the moment, so let's take a look at what else I've got. Pathfinder tool I never did get, but I could make one quite easily. Okay, aerogel. Aerogel I can actually make. I do actually have some gel sack and some ruby. You know what? I've got some titanium ingots and I've got some lithium, so I could make plasteel. Okay, okay. I don't know how to make the thingy glass though. Anodized glass or whatever it was. I never did make myself the awesome fins. The ultra glide fins. Lithium, I should be able to make some of that. Okay, let's start making myself some. I've got fins. I should have 2 silicon rubber. I got 1 titanium and 1 lithium. I'm sure I can do that. What was it? 1 titanium and 1 lithium. And 2 silicon rubber. And of course I need to take off my fins. I'm using the wrong modification station. Oh, you need a modification station. I am such a derp. Okay, let's take a look at that modification station then. Because clearly it's going to be useful. Where's it gone? This is another thing I think could be slightly better organised. It's not terrible, but it's not super awesome useful either. I find myself wondering what you need the prawn suit. Oh, I bet the prawn suit is what you can drill the huge piles of like titanium and stuff and so on with as well. I've gone too far. Where is this modification station gone? I swear I found it before. I swear I found it before. There it is. Okay, what do I need? Diamond is the real concern. Everything else I think I could do quite easily. I think I've probably got the components right now to have a computer chip. I've definitely got some lead. Do I have any diamond? It's not going to be in metals. Shouldn't be in bio stuff. Not in there. I don't think I've got any diamond. I don't think I've seen anywhere to get diamond yet. So that's my big... What on earth did I do that for? That's my big thing right now, is how do I get diamond? Maybe going to visit the Aurora Rendezvous Point might find me. You've definitely found diamond before. Okay. Maybe it was where I found thingy 19? Yeah. Let's go and check out LifePod 19 again. I think I cleaned out most of the stuff around it, but if I look hard enough, I might find another thing. You know, another cave nearby or something. And now that this thing can go to 300 meters, hopefully I will barely even need to get out of it.
All systems online.
Well, there we are. Apparently they're quite close to each other. Splat. Oh, how did I not roadkill that one? I am actually mildly disappointed. I thought for a second that might be something to scan, but I don't think it is. That's just a creature egg, isn't it? That's the... Hang on, I've lost my track. Lost my bearings. Oh, so these places are actually really close to each other. I guess I could combine the two into one trip. Ooh, this place looks freaky. This place looks really freaky. Those are tiger thingies that kill me. Oh, actually, no, they're not. They're something completely different. Oh, it's redwort. Do I need diamond to make the really awesome O2 tank as well? Because I would like to make that. But I just want to kill things. Why does Kirsty get to have all the fun? Ooh, what's this? Ah.
New blueprint acquired.
Nice. Those are a load of ruby. A ruby, 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 ruby. Oh, it was was it shale? Was it shale that possibly gives diamond? That's lithium. That's just a mahuse of lithium. The ingredients would be listed in your PDA for the blueprint. True. Be careful not to go too deep, because I'm right on the money right now. Quartz. More ruby. Why do I get the feeling that those things aren't that friendly? And that I'm probably in a risky position by being surrounded by so many of them. And that I should probably move further up. This place looks cool. What's this? I don't know. Gabe's feather. I certainly hope that Gabe is our Lord and Saviour, Gabe Newell. Oh, snap. This gets deep. Also, creepy music. Nice. Power cell charger. Oh, of course, because I've got the battery charger. Or at least I'm working towards the battery charger. That's salt. Come on, there's got to be some more shale around here. Is that creature eggs again? What on earth is that? The atmosphere in this biome is fantastic, isn't it? Blood vine. Yeah, sure, why not?
New blueprint acquired.
I get the feeling that I'm going in the wrong direction to find diamond, though. I get the feeling I was more along the right track around here.
This ecological biome matches 7 of the 9 preconditions for stimulating in humans.
Oh! What's this? Interesting. I'm guessing if I get too close to that, I get sucked into it. Good point. Good point. Let's approach it from the side. Oh, well, I guess it's an alien vent. These vents connect to an ancient piping network that extends beyond maximum scannable depth. The pumping system is still functional. The inflow vent is drawing water from the surrounding area and pumping it to an unknown... I'm being attacked. Get off me! I was just reading. Don't interrupt me when I'm reading. Warm, deoxygenated water is expelled into the atmosphere. Most creatures are avoiding the vents. Peepers can be observed entering and exiting the pipework with no signs of distress. Okay. I presume that that's meant to tell me something. The heck is that? That's just quartz, right? Ow. I've got no idea what's hurting me. It's probably that thing. Oh, it's the Gorammed tiger. How much space in my inventory? Still a fair amount. I am kind of, yeah, I'm liking the whole slowly unveiling mystery to all this. I'm finding it very hard to work out where to go for diamond. I'm starting to come to the conclusion that maybe I'm in the wrong place. Yes, there we go, diamond, finally. The reverse psychology won it again. The spooky area with the vines, exactly. Oh, and the shale which just disappears from existence. Okay, that's 2 diamond. How many diamond do I want to get before? I love the weird, the way that the ship kind of merges into the grey, except the bubble, which doesn't. Oh, it's the gel sacks. Did I never scan the gel sacks?
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Why am I dying? Have I got one of... Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You can get one of them stuck on your arm, and then even if you go into the ship, you can't remove it. What kind of nonsense is this? I've already explored this part. I like gold. I'm kind of running out of health at this point as well. I could do with a bit more diamond, in my opinion, but I don't seem to be finding masses of it. What the heck is that? that's sandstone. So far I've seen no sign of there being giant diamond deposits, which disappoints me while at the same time being totally expected. Been down here before. Wait, what are those? Oh, just lumps of titanium. Oh, are they ones that I must have dropped on a previous excursion here or something? It's all come full circle. That's life pod 19. I really wish I knew a more reliable way for finding diamond. Maybe I'll just settle for 2 diamond. I mean, 2 diamond should get me a reasonably long way, shouldn't it? You only need like 1 for the stuff I've found so far. Hopefully at some point later I get the ability to just absolutely harvest it. And I've only got 1 space left, so let's not go and explore that thing first. Let's head back first. Ooh. Hello. I get the feeling I was probably supposed to find this. Back when I first found Life Pod 19. Oh, it's this one. Whoops. I thought I'd found a World War I tank at first. Sure, why not? Nice.
New blueprint acquired.
Cyclops fire suppression system. Of course I'm going to pick that up. What do you take me for? A non-hoarder? Nutrient block. That would be quite useful right now. Lead,
30 seconds.
Let's get back to the ship. Let's get out of the ship. I can't help feeling that there's at least one other thing around here to find. Whoa! At least one other may have been a slight understatement. So what have we got here? One other, yeah, at least one other massive piece of wreckage. Eggs, frickin' exactly.
New
Salt.
blueprint acquired.
Don't really need salt. With all these furniture, I'm presuming at some point you can make like proper rooms that don't just have water in them. Because there's not an awful lot of place to put furniture right now. Can I make myself like a proper bedroom and everything? Ah, good, I have a spare battery. How incredibly convenient. Ow. Ooh, hello. Oh no, I already had that. Reinforced dive suit. Well, that's perfect.
Acquired.
That's perfect since I've just taken off the radiation suit. I presume that means I take less damage. That's certainly how I want it to work. Hey, Horrid! You'd be surprised how easy it is to get stuck without water. Yeah. I'm also pretty good at starving myself of oxygen in this game. How you doing? How you doing, Horrid? It's good to see you again. Girders. Everyone needs a girder in their life. Thermal plant fragment. I thought there'd be something here, which I didn't have already. All's well. How's the exploration? The exploration is going reasonably. I keep running out of space by cramming my inventory full of stuff I don't possibly need. But hey, can you blame me for living a little? Well, I mean, yeah, you probably can, but... Glad to see that the lights of my sea moth are so powerful that they can actually cut through rock. I assume you've played this before as well, Horrid, then? Okay. Unless there's anything else here, it might finally be time to head back to base and see what I've got. Apart from anything, I do have some diamond now. Which is ultimately what I came for. Nope, 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 nope. Not allowing you anywhere near me.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I'm not having you clinging to me as I get back into my ship again. Space rock, it's magic. You've watched it play through a lot though. Nice. Yeah, actually, to be honest, having played this, even though I've heard that Below Zero is not as good, I kind of want to try it. Probably not on stream, but I reckon I will probably get it at some point. Yeah, it's got a really, really well-made atmosphere to it. No, it's not. Why did I briefly think that that would be shale? Shale's not this close to the surface. It is a really nice looking game though, you're right. Let's take me some damage to my Seamoth. I can't resist like doing trick diving and flying in games. That might be a little bit too much. It's nice as well to have a kind of a slow-paced game where you can kind of take your time over things and just chill out. The only real time constraint is how quickly your food and water go down. It's true, actually. I mean, this game definitely has some scariness. Although it's pretty mild, though. It does try to be a little bit, like, nerve-wracking in places, though. Okay, what have I got? I can ditch some of this. Let's ditch the sample analyzer I picked up. Okay. Aside from dropping this off and sorting out, getting rid of some more of the stuff I don't need. Excuse me, apologies. I like gold. I should now have enough. According to this, I might have to look at making one of them. I still don't have the battery charger, annoyingly. No, I've only got half of it. I would love to have one. It gets a bit tense, but it never really gets scared. Yeah, that seems fair. Indoor grow bed. So what was I looking at? I wanted to make a modification station ultimately, didn't I? And potentially some other stuff. I was also looking at the. Oh yeah, no, I needed to make the modification station in order to do some other stuff. So modification station really is where it's at for me right now. I can never remember where the modification station is in here. There, it's there. It's in interior modules. Okay, I need a computer chip and some lead. The lead I can easily do. What do I need for a computer chip? I'm sure I've got the ingredients at this point for a computer chip. Oh, and I also need to look at this. Synthetic fibers. I think I can... Oh, I need 2 diamond for that. That's really annoying. That's really annoying. Do I have 2 table coral sample? I also need some gold and some copper wire, which is just copper. So 2 copper, 1 gold, 2 table coral. I do have 2 table coral. I need the gold that I just stored in here. I need 2 copper. Okay. Get me some copper wire. And I can build a computer chip straight away. I just need to get 1 lead, and I should have that. Lithium... lead. Oh, that's diamond, isn't it? I'm being an idiot. Okay, okay. What is it that it's saying I can build here? Anyway. I have everything here. Do I have to build this from something specific? I doubt it'll be this, because this is for the sea moth. Where do I build the... Horrid! Thank you very much, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Habitat builder, of course is the habitat builder. Everything is the habitat builder. Yeah, that is very generous of you, Habit. Horrid, I appreciate that. Keep it up, thank you. I will try my best to do so. I will eat a nutrient block. That was not the thing I wanted to do, was it? I guess it doesn't matter too much. What I really wanted to do was work on my health. Also, give me 1 second. I just need to mute myself because I've got hay fever and I need to clear my airwaves. Airwaves? Airways. That's better. Okay, what was I doing? I was, first of all, looking for a medkit. Then I was taking a medkit. Then I was dumping a gel sack in bio. I was going to dump a small flask thing in there because I really don't need that. And a chargeless battery can go in here. Then, yes, I was going to retrieve my habitat. I've already got the habitat builder. No, I don't. I put it in gear. Gordon Bennett. The biggest fight in this game so far has been my fight with the layout of the game. How you doing? Good to see you again. How are you? Let us build a modification station. Where will we put it? Let's put it... Let's put it kind of here-ish. There are probably better places. Yeah, I'm not too bad, thank you. I'm just slowly working my way through the game, working out how this thing how this all works. Okay, so I could get that now as well. That would be quite cool. I can also get that. I've got 4 lithium. I can do that very easy. Oh, hang on. Oh, the lightweight, of course. What I really want... Okay, let's get 4 lithium, and let's do that right now. How's your week been? How have you been since I saw you last? You played it once. How far did you get through it? It definitely seems like one of those kind of games that has multiple levels to it. Which you may not realise until you really go into it. I need to get some more water. Oh, I need to... let's take off my fins. And that as well. Let's get me one of these. How long can I breathe underwater with this thing on? 200 seconds! Ooh, that's nice. Okay, next. For the Ultra Glide fins, I just need 1 more lithium. I can do that. Not if I go into that locker, I can't. You don't know how to make stuff. I have, in fairness... oh, I've done it again, Pharaoh. I've broken the game again. Whee! Why? Why am I so good at just completely wrecking this stuff? Okay. Yeah, thankfully I've had one Ferrothrax to drag me through this. But yeah, I've slowly got my head around it. I feel like I understand it relatively well now. I'm cursed. I'll take that. I'll take that. So, I mean, the main thing in this game appears to be, first of all, that you need to be able to get a habitat builder. And once you get the habitat builder... Actually, no, sorry, no, what you need... You use the fabricator in the other thing. In the life pod that you escape with. And the fabricator has all these different menus that you can create stuff from. Most of which require nicking stuff from the floor of the ocean. So some of it, like, you need metal salvage for. Some of this you need to, like, nick stuff off vines. Some of it needs quartz, which you can find around, or like salt and tube coral samples. You just start like something like a Minecraft. You start yourself off really low down. Then you work your way up. You get yourself like at some point you can make like a knife, and the knife allows you to get extra materials. You get yourself like extra tools. If you get yourself a scanner, once you get yourself the scanner, that allows you to scan objects to get most of these blueprints. So most of these blueprints I had to scan things for. And then once you've scanned them, sometimes you have to scan them a few times, like you can see here, 0 of 3, 0 of 2. 1 of 2 here for the battery charger. Once you've scanned them enough to get the full blueprint, then you can create them, and that each of them tends to unlock more stuff that you can then do. And eventually you just work your way up to crazy levels. Eventually you get like this thing like I have here, where I'm not going to do this right now, because I don't need anything else right now, but I could come on here if I wanted to and like build a whole extra section on my base. And once you've got the base, then you can put even more things in it. Like for instance, I've just struggled mightily to get out of the water. I've broken the game again. Yeah, okay, so I've just built myself a modification station, which allows me to make various like higher level upgrades. Okay, what else was I looking at? I wanted to look at... The one problem with this is it means I can literally drown in my own base by accidentally triggering this bug. So maybe I should stop doing this. Excuse me. I say stop doing this. It's not as if I'm deliberately trying to do this, but anyway. Where was that awesome suit? I would need more diamond. I don't have diamond anyway. I've used one of my diamond. Excuse me. I'm guessing that to make the prawn suit... I'm guessing that to make the prawn suit, I would have to... First of all, find where I put my vehicle builder. There it is. Mobile vehicle bay for the prawn suit. Yep, exactly. So... Yep, so I can now... Prawn suits! Oh, I still need to know how to do enameled glass. I don't know how to do enameled glass. But yeah, I'm still a little... Actually, I can do most of that now. I would need one more diamond. I would need to make some plasteel ingots, but I think I can make them. And I would need to know how to do enameled glass. Let me just check something else. Oh, okay, ingredients unknown. Fair enough. But yeah, it's an interesting little game, this. The more I get into it, the more I'm like enjoying just finding out how much the game has to show me. Okay, so having done that, do I actually have any more in the storage? Yes. Okay, let's go and drop off that in the base. And then maybe let's go and check out this place I was going to look at. The dry land thing. I will ditch some more of the lead. Let's be a bit neat. I'll put copper in there along with blood oil can go in there. Quartz, the salt can go in there. I do have one diamond left. Let's store that. And I guess I don't really need to be clinging onto all this titanium. I could do with getting some water though. I've got one disinfected water left. I'm going to need to go for another water run. What is it to make bleach again? Was it table coral or is it tube coral? I do need some salt for it. So I think I've got salt. It's coral tube sample. I don't need the sea moth. I think, I'm pretty sure there is some tube coral around here, up here somewhere. What have you been playing recently, Lay? I mean, I guess I might as well take the... It's gone. I might as well take a bladder fish if it's gonna show up. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that that weird purple glow is the acid mushrooms. There's some. I guess that's plenty. I can get quite a lot of water from this after all. Need to grab some salt, which I think is in here. This should make me a ton of water, like an absolute ton of water. Is there anything I should specially take to this dry land place? I'm expecting it to not be particularly elaborate. Not after the Aurora. But you never know. Oh, okay. Food, water. I'll take a bit of food then, and a bit of water. Maybe a couple of medkits. Ooh, okay. I don't have a fire, just in case you do a tiny. I don't have some of the stuff on me right now. For instance, apparently I don't have a repair tool on me right now. Oh, I do have a repair tool, I just hadn't noticed it. I don't have like a fire extinguisher on me. I don't have the... I do have the habitat module builder, which I probably don't need. So let's get rid of that to save a bit of space. I would very much like it if this netted me some diamond or something. You won't need anything other than the scanner. Cool. So let's go and find that these people have all mysteriously died as well. Wonder what the explanation is going to be in the end for the way that we appear to be basically the only survivor. A lot of life pods appear to have jettisoned as well. So how we're the only one that actually survived it is interesting. Just for a second I thought that music there was some kind of sound cue telling me I'd triggered an alarm or something. Like depth or something. I potentially could find some diamond if I looked far enough down. There's a meme about the Cyclops alarm. Ooh, wow. Proper dry land as well. What is my way up here? When your submarine is on fire, but so is the music. Fair enough. Fair enough. I'm guessing that the Cyclops has like a kind of jamming rock music to it or something. Oh, okay, cool. Whoa, whoa! Clunk, of course I hit that. I was wondering what should I have out? A knife maybe. Grue cluster. Coral shell plate. Bit of falling rock. Ancient floater. Like something left in a toilet far too long. If I could
Picking up multiple energy signatures on the island's surface.
if I could provoke that bug that lets me swim in thin air, this place would be really easy to explore. The funny thing is I very rarely make those comments as well. So whenever Whenever I do say it, it always really like confuses and like people. Okay. A bilbo tree. His name is Bilbo. Or whatever. How did that weird song go? And what possessed... Whoa! Uh-oh! What possessed Leonard Nimoy to make that song? Jaffa Cup. Amazing. Not at all like a Jaffa cake. Now you've said that, I really want there to be one. I'm going to be genuinely disappointed if there's not. Oh, come on. Don't get my hopes up like this. What are you doing to me, Pharaoh? Ming plant, not at all like a Ming vase, I see. Waterless is so much fun to mess around with. Yeah, I keep bugging the game out so that I can swim in thin air, so that's pretty much the equivalent of waterless. There's probably like a specific place I'm supposed to be going to here. There's probably like a really effective route to go, you know, methodical route, way of taking, like, making your way through this place. But I'm just kind of randomly walking at the moment. Oh! Okay! Yeah, sure. Best part is it doesn't reset when you reload. Nice. It keeps happening to me when I load the game. I just suddenly load in swimming in thin air. Whoa, it's a frickin' Stargate. It's a fricking Stargate. Oh, is this one of these phase gates that they were talking... Oh, no, it's an alien arch, apparently. Let's take a look at this. The structure's intended purpose is unclear. Theories on function, ceremonial or religious role, industrial applications, advanced transportation network. I was going to say, I'm all over advanced transportation network. Oh, waterless. Oh, it's the complete opposite. I keep managing to make myself swim in thin air. What's the rest of these things? Drive core shielding breach. Yeah, I've done that stuff. What can we learn from the hive mind of Strata 6? How are the individuals which make up the hive mind to be categorized? Are they merely dumb components of the larger intelligent organism? Or is the larger mind merely a product of the independent organisms? Can it be both? We define organisms by their traits, but find invariably that these traits depend on those of their environment. The concept of a tadpole is meaningless without the concept of the frog it will develop into. The idea of a predator is empty without an understanding of its prey. This begs the question, if we define everything by reference to everything else, what have we actually explained? An illustrative experiment was recently performed on the hive mind colony discovered on Strata 6. A device was placed outside the nest, which would electrocute individuals approaching it. An ant colony would have lost many individuals before a basic danger signal was successfully communicated between them, resulting in learned avoidance of the device. Successful, but costly. Strata 6 colony quickly formed into two factions. One attempted to move the device by brute force, sacrificing individuals as they did so. The second attempted to cover the device in sand. These two goals became mutually exclusive. A fight ensued. The first faction was beaten in virtue of their reduced numbers. The device was safely buried, and the survivors called a truce. From the perspective of the individuals, this experience must have been horrific. From the perspective of the hive mind, a nagging problem had been overcome with the most effective solution. Which perspective is the correct one? We suggest that it is neither. By attempting to fit such entities into our rigid sense of concepts, we are painting onto the world a false impression of concreteness and meaning, which is a reflection of our concepts of ourselves. We describe Strata 6 individuals as attacking one another, just as we describe microbes in the human body. Yet the Strata colony, like the body, cannot be healthy as a whole without the aggressions of its components. We describe neurons in the brain as being dumb, but brains as a whole as being intelligent. But when an idea takes hold in the brain and forces out inferior ones, do we describe this as an act of aggression? Do we mourn dead neurons? When a philosophy or a technology takes hold in human society, when waters are fought over them and people die, is that rightly being seen as good or evil? This is not to undermine the meaning of our existence. From where we stand, our existence is very serious indeed. But is our civilization and our universe really any different from the colony on Strata 6? Is intelligence something limited to the things of flesh and blood? Or is the universe truly one giant intelligent system, and we but amoeba blowing self-important potholes in its surface? We would do well, as scientists, to remember that our goal is not to paint the world as we see it, but to see it as it truly is. So is there... I'm starting to get the feeling that there's a kind of like a message to this game intended. That this is a bit like what was that puzzle game I played about a year ago? The Talos Principle. Ooh, now I know how to make benzene from blood oil. I see. And synthetic fibers come from benzene, so I need to find more blood oil. Yeah, I'll get some speckled rattler. Sure, why not? Okay, so what else is there? This is absolutely a transportation device. This is... watching dozens of episodes of Stargate has not, was not for nothing. It's totally taught me that this is a Stargate. Okay. Is there anything else I should be finding around here? True, true. I guess this has been designed so that if you did park up in here, you can just leave now. I still get the feeling there might be more to find here, though. Keep exploring. Okie dokie. Roger Wilco, Skipper. I guess there's this massive hill here that clearly has something on top of it. How would one ascend a massive hill? Okay, that hurts apparently. This feels like the kind of game that, a bit like Horizon Zero Dawn, you can just climb any surface by the right application of jumping. I just got to find the right angle. Almost. I've almost made it up here. have a look back a ways to the left. Oh, snap, there's something over there as well. There was something up here as well, though, wasn't there? Yeah, there definitely is. Whoa, it's basically one of my modules. And down in the middle of the valley. Whoa, yeah. What on earth happened here? Hi. Just frickin' crabs. Can you not interrupt me when I'm scanning things, please? I see you over there. I know you're trying to sneak up to me for a second attack.
New blueprint acquired.
Exterior grobe. Oh, snap, I've run out of power. Taco... I'm being attacked while trying to read people's names. Sorry. Taco McTaco. Welcome in. I don't have any spare batteries. This is awkward. I'm going to have to recharge my scanning thingamajig and come back, aren't I? Unless I can, like, eject the power out of something else. You don't need the laser cutter. What, so, like, eject the battery out of the laser cutter? How do I do this? Unload battery, there we are. Yes, Taco McTaco, I hope you're doing well. Welcome in. Don't mind me, I am just flailing around. Marble melon.
Blueprint acquired.
Small marble melon. Hang on, they're called Chinese... Oh, right, that's called a Chinese potato plant. I see. I don't know why I'm grabbing tons of the stuff. I doubt I need it. Ooh, multi-purpose room. Getting massive frame drops. Can someone else confirm if they're seeing the same? Hang on. Let me take a look at my own stream.
Acquired.
Oh, actually, yeah. No, I agree. I'm seeing frame drops here as well. What's all that all about? My ping has gone through the roof. Hang on. Give me a second. I'm going to try and see if I can work out what it's about. 2 seconds. Oh, in fact, this means I get to put the burb back on. Even though it's going to be a bit pingy, a bit framey. 1 second, guys. Okay, I've worked it out, and I'm back. Since Pharaoh is grabbing a drink, I will wait for him to return before explaining the mystery. Can I get in here?
Integrating new PDA data.
Yes, so basically my parents were downloading a film to watch later tonight and it killed the internet. What's this?
What is that thing?
I don't know. I found it outside in the sand.
Part of another ship?
None I've ever seen.
It's not even scratched. Don't fool around with it. It might be worth something.
Stand down, Chief. If it were gonna crumble to dust, it would have done so when I picked it up.
It's glowing. We're not the first people to come to this planet.
People. Maybe. Could be aliens. Could be the damn sea monsters for all we know. One thing for sure, we ain't gonna find out by staying here.
New blueprint acquired.
Well then. Ooh, status rifle. I should be able to get the status rifle now. Oh, but go around, man. I am just the worst. I am the worst at setups.
New blueprint acquired.
What on earth would I do without you, Pharaoh? Come on, get me back up the hill like you did before. Okay, let's do this properly for this time, maybe. So the same place that showed me the waterless glitch also mentioned another thing. Go on, go on. What did it mention? That looks like a way down. I hear something. I'm not sure I like hearing that something. This place is a warren. But here we are. Observatory. Nice. I like this. I want one of these. I'm definitely going to have to build one of these.
New blueprint acquired.
There's some stuff inside too. There's also a path leading up to the summit. Sorry, stuff inside what exactly?
This island is a godsend. Look out of the window. No predators.
No
Fresh food.
predators.
No
There are
building
clearly
materials,
like head
nothing
crab
left
things.
of the ship, and your kid says we're gonna starve without more grow beds. Speak up, kid.
It's true, Father. The natural growth rates are too slow to keep supporting us.
All I'm saying is ocean's got us surrounded. No use hiding. Sooner or later, we'll get our feet wet.
The rest of your life may have been a fight, Maida, but I've made my decision. You want to forfeit your emergency pay to take a swim? Go ahead.
Believe me, I'm thinking on it.
It worksn't. It worksn't? Only in certain areas. It's a clip. Ah, okay, that makes sense. It tends to be how games tend to work. I definitely need me an observatory. Totally need me an observatory. And I need to get up to that thing over there as well. So there's at least 4 of these logs, and I've only heard 2 of them. So there's got to be another 2 at least to find. Let's take a journey up this hill next. Why would you build places like this at the top of these hills? I guess with the habitat maker thing, it's a pretty easy journey, let's be honest. I was going to say, how would you lug all the materials up here? But when you've got a box that does it all for you, I don't think I need that, do I? Well, I'll scan it anyway. Yup. Stasis rifle. Hello. What can I drop for a second? I'll drop the first aid kit and then I'll pick it up again. No, I'll drop one of the pink caps. Because if I lose the pink cap, I don't care.
This is the first time I've seen sunlight in months. After all that time in the deep, I'd been dreaming of it. Now that I'm back here, I'm finding it hard to enjoy alone. Father was right. We should never have left this place. We shouldn't have gone so deep. They do not want us down there. Despite my best efforts, ill health is taking hold of me. The visions are getting worse. Marguerite and Father are now part of the ecosystem of this incredible planet. It's reassuring to know that when I go, I'll join them. Until then, well, there's always the view.
Wait, so...
New blueprint acquired.
Is this a Soylent Green is people type moment? Did he just say that people are becoming plants and so on in this? Is that what he meant by becoming part of the ecosystem? Grab a couple of fruit from that tree. Okay, let me drop some of the other stuff that I already picked up, like the pink cap. Apparently lantern fruit are big. Let me drop an old Chinese potato. Yeah, they are very big. Let me see if I can pick up a second one. I'll drop one more of them. A speckled rattler. There we are. You only need one to start growing them. Well, I've got one of a lot of things. I can always come back for more if I wanted them. So there is clearly still a log 2 that I haven't found. Are there any more bits of base that I haven't identified yet? Let's go back up here and see if I can use this as a viewpoint to check. Shame I don't have something that would zoom in, like some binoculars or something. Whoa, the draw distance! The draw distance struggle is real. Only 3 bases on the island, but there's a log inside the base at the bottom of the valley. Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't think you could go in there. I mean, I got one in there. Can you go in the rest of it? There's a door kind of open here. Oh, you can go in. Trophies!
New PDA data.
Son, I said wait for the storm to pass. Your life's more valuable to me than a plant patch.
You stopped being in charge when the ship you were captaining sunk.
I'll stop being in charge when you take charge of yourself.
Say, Chief. Chief,
What?
you know how to drain those grow beds of 40 tons of stormwater? Or how to conjure food from the air?
I know how to prioritize.
I'm just saying, if that's so, what's your boy's life worth to you today? If tomorrow you're gonna be so hungry you start wondering what it tastes like, let him go deal with the plants.
Son, go deal with the plants.
Bard, Torgo has disembarked the habitat.
Interfere with my family again, and when rescue arrives, I will leave you here. Do you understand me?
No rescue coming, Chief. Not in time. No staying here neither. This rain keeps falling, sooner or later this place will be buried. Only choice we got is whether to get buried with it.
This is all making it seem like they were here a while. What's that? Oh, it's another battery. I mean, since I have an empty battery, I might as well just drop it and pick up the full one. This is making it seem a bit like this all happened like years and years ago, and somehow I'm only just finding this all now.
Chief's log, 5 weeks since the crash. The only other survivors are my son, Bart, and Maida, the cut-price mercenary I commissioned for the journey. After days drifting in the life pod, rain hammering on the roof, the weather cleared and we washed up here. I had Maida salvage the Degazi wreck, set Bart to finding us a stable source of food. His education is paying off sooner than I'd anticipated. Our only problem is Maida. She says the weather's going to turn. I say she's finding excuses to risk our lives. I imagine she's not gonna weaken her life without a physical altercation, and she's itching for a fight. In every judgment she makes, things go from bad to worse. If she had my experience, she'd have more faith. Humans have spent millennia specializing and had a shackled nature to our will. This planet won't cause us any new problems. My one task now is to keep us alive, as comfortably as possible, until the insurance company arranges rescue. In this part of space, that could be months, or even years.
Okay. Or are they some separate thing? Maybe... Maybe they crash-landed years before or something. No, but I do have a radio message I can go and listen to. So I'm guessing that will give me it. That moon orbits fast. Is there anything else I should be looking out for around here? Oh, more lanterns. They are definitely lanterny. Oh, it's a PDA. Oh, okay. I don't think I do. I should have 6. I think I have 5. Yeah, I've got 5 logs. Hang on. Yeah. I've got these 2. Then I've got 5 voice logs. I don't have Degassi voice log number 3. But I have all the other stuff. Oh, so these people are actually like presidents of another company. Probably one of the Transcorps, I guess. Emissary Kassar reports Bart was accompanying his father to a newly constructed deep space station, where he was to serve as a 5-term COO. I don't necessarily think you would be stupid. I don't seem to have found it myself either. I'm guessing it's probably at one of the 3 bases that we've found. And I've just explored that one fairly thoroughly. It's on one of the paths. As in, one of the paths is in not up, or one of the mountains or something. I'm gonna need to get some food at some point. Unless I have... Oh, I do. I'm gonna need to get some water at some point. There's definitely a location given for the next base. Do-do-do. Where could it be? So find that. I will try. At some point, I am going to need some liquid sustenance, though. I feel like I'm going back the way I've come before. Yeah, this is just the way up the hill now, isn't it? I guess since I'm pretty much already there, I'll take another quick look, but... all the logs should be inside or near the bases. Well, let's go and take a look at the bases after all, then. Clearly not there. Yeah, sure, absolutely. Go for it. From the main ruined Degassi base. Hang on, which... the Degassi base... are we calling these Degassi bases? In which case, we're talking about the one down in the valley. Okay. Walk forward, follow the path left. So I'm guessing they mean this path here. It should take you to a tunnel with a PDA in it. Walk forward, follow the path left. Yep, that does appear to be a tunnel. Oh yeah, there is a PDA.
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
There we are.
Integrating new PDA data.
You see, Chief? You brought us to this sodden planet. Told us we'd see a lush payday. Now what do we got some 6 weeks later? A dead
Thank you,
crew,
yeah, cheers,
a
Ferry, I
habitat
appreciate
that's
that.
half buried, food washed away.
I suppose the executive decisions would be better left to someone with your extensive experience of hitting people in the face.
I know enough not to take unscheduled detours to uncharted planets. That's something you don't want to learn the hard way.
Easy to judge a decision in hindsight. Harder to come up with a plan of your own.
Got one already. We take what we can carry and hunker down in a cave somewhere. I scouted a site, a couple 100 meters deep, lots of metal deposits.
How do you imagine we'd live?
Lots of metal
Ready
deposits, I
access
like the
to
sound of
building
that.
materials, like damn queens. Couple of water filters, a bioreactor, fresh fish. But Chief, we'll eat seaweed salad and drink our own urine if that's what it takes. All that matters is, do you got something better?
Send the coordinates to my PDA. I'll review your proposal.
Welcome aboard.
There we
Captain.
are. Clunk! Give it a friendly love tap to say goodbye. That's closer to my bases, so I'm okay with that. Hey, Law! Did I pick up the PDA at the beacon location? What beacon I'm not sure if I did. How you doing, Law? Oh yeah. Huh.
We have to board the Aurora, repair the long-range comms, make contact with the other survivors. We can't be the only two that made it.
I'm pretty good. How are you? Yeah, sorry, you just said you were fine. I am not a clever man.
This isn't chain of command, it's survival.
My obligations as acting commander don't turn on
Yes, yes, I have done that, Tevra.
If I get into trouble, I'll send you my coordinates.
I can't let you go alone.
Then come with me.
you don't leave me much choice.
Received emergency transmission from Second Officer Keen, 2 hours after last activity.
Rendezvous was a failure. Intercepted a transmission from Altera HQ. Seems they sent a data package to the Aurora. We were intercepted by a Leviathan-class Predator before we could reach the ship.
Uh-oh.
Consider the CTO and I lost at sea. Be safe. Keen, out.
Well, I like nothing more than being eaten by Leviathan-class predators. So I'm looking forward to going to that location. Lord, did you finish this game in the end? I remember you streaming it before. How far did you get? Whoa! That's cool. And that's pretty close to the habitat as well. I'm also surprised you didn't run into Sammy the Safety Reaper when you explored the Aurora. He hangs out around the bow of... I've found him once. Or at least, hang on. No, I found something at the stern where those engines are. I never found anything at the... Yeah, I never found anything at the bow. The game doesn't have clear checkpoints. It's true, it's got a lot of logs to listen to. A lot of radio messages, sorry, that kind of point you to places. Talking of which, I need to get some water at some point. What's the latest radio message?
This is Sunbeam. You know Aurora. We're from a little transgov on the far side of Andromeda, and we have a saying there. There's no bad without the good, no good without the bad. Sounds like you tasted a bunch of the former. That only means you're overdue a whole lot of the latter. Might just be we're in. We're scanning for somewhere to park. We'll be in touch when we find it. Sunbeam out.
Let's drop off these things in here. Excuse me, apologies. Oh, I do love hay fever. It is a whale of a time. Can I... Yeah, I can store this in there. That'll do. That'll do. No, that's cool. In fairness, Law, I do agree that, in principle, at the start of the game, or at least in the early hours of the game, the early parts of it, yeah, I really kind of wasn't sure where I was going with what. It took me a while to get my head round exactly what I was supposed to be doing at any one time. But yeah, no, thanks to a little bit of prods in the right direction, I have thankfully managed to start to understand it. Right, okay. I am gonna wrap up in 5 minutes. So just before we do that, let's just take a review of my situation. I think I can turn off the LifePod 19 beacon now. I don't think I need that on anymore. I don't think I need this on. I can always turn it on again if I want to go back there. I absolutely need more storage at some point. Oh, I can do enamel glass now. I need a stalker tooth. Oh, good. I'm going to have to start killing things. You just bought a new virtual tabletop for D&D. Oh, nice. Is that meant as like an alternative to Roll20? Or is it meant to be more like that Steam game that tries to basically make everyone be active like VR players? I'd be very interested to hear, how it turns out. Sorry, apologies for the hay fever, which always flares up when I'm streaming, even though it's been really rainy and suppressed all the pollen recently. So, are you going to be trying to use that tomorrow, Law? I'd be very happy to be a test subject. Oh, that's fair enough. I guess it takes a while to get used to it. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. I need to look at some of these, maybe. Oh, I can now build the multi-purpose room. And I can build an observatory, but it does need enamel glass. Multi-purpose room is pretty simple, though. I would love a scanner room. I would love a scanner room. I can make exterior grow beds. Bulkheads. Indoor grow beds. Wall planters. So can I grow all those plants like on the sea floor as well then? Because this game, after all, this game is very sea-based. So I'd be a little bit surprised. I need to get rid of all these. I'd be a little bit surprised if there was a load of stuff that had to be done on land. Ancient floater. Biodata suggests these vast floaters have matured in an ingenious symbiosis with the land they have attached to. I cannot untangle myself from cables, ever. The attached landmass is raised in the water, increasing sunlight and encouraging plant growth. As older plants decay, organic residues and nutrients seep into the rock. Are you sure? And are consumed by the floater. These circumstances must have held for thousands of years for a floater to reach this size. Intriguing. Basically, the stuff you picked up from the island needs to be grown in air. Okay. What's the... you can grow in your habitat with plant pots or indoor grow beds, or above the surface of the water, on land or on foundations above the surface. Okay, that's cool. Ah, stupid hay fever. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So I need to start planting some of these at some point. Exploitable! Assessment, edible. Are we ever going to get something that's more good for our health than just or for our hunger stat than just the good old peeper, though? Ooh, high water content. Interesting. Oh man, I really want to taste that Jaffa cup. I want it to taste exactly like Jaffa cakes. How many more of these things? So much to read in this game. I was elected to lead, not to read. Ah, yeah, the stuff I found there. Spotlight, indoor grow bed, exterior grow bed, bulkhead door, and of course the reinforced dive suit. I mean, the peepers are good and all, but it'd be good if I could just get like a full 100% refill. So, okay, so what is my objective going to be next time? Obviously, we've got that new place to explore. Other than that, what do I really want? At some point I'm going to get the rest of the Cyclops stuff. I'd love to get a scanner room, but this all requires going to places. to get... No, I can still do some of this stuff. I could perhaps make myself a stasis rifle now. Except I need magnetite, and I still haven't found any magnetite. Still not sure what's involved in that. I guess that you use the creature decoy to distract large creatures that might attack your ship or your base. Does that just like permanently distract them from what you're doing? Because that could be quite cool. Excuse me. I need more diamond, then I need synthetic fibers. Synthetic fibers require benzene. Benzene requires more blood oil. Oh, it only distracts them for a few seconds. Okay. Plasteel ingots, titanium ingots, and a bit of lithium. I can make some of them. I can't remember where I found the blood oil, of course. Okay, so perhaps my first... I don't think I've got anything super easily buildable right now. Or nothing really achievable. Yes, yeah, I was gonna say going for that base sounds like the good thing to do. Then look at expanding your base with the new blueprints you got. Okay. Yeah, of course, because I can start like building rooms to grow plants in and so on. Yes, okay. Let's do that. But yeah, okay. In the meantime, I think it's time to wrap this one up. So thank you again. It's been good fun. I am enjoying working my way through this. I'm very much enjoying this. So thank you guys. Thank you to everyone who has helped me work my way through this. Thank you for the follows. Horrid, if you're still here, I really do appreciate the sub. And where shall we go? Does anyone want Pharaoh or Lore? Do you have a recommendation for the raid? Also, Laura, you are streaming today, aren't you? Or are you taking a break this week? Cool. I will see you in a few hours for your stream then. But yeah, Pharaoh, do you have any recommendations for the raid? Or in anyone in general, really, if there's anyone else lurking? 11 PM, okay. Okay, that's cool. I've never watched any Rainbow Six Siege. I don't know Flynn, but sure, let's go and drop in on Flynn. Do you wanna? Have you got a raid message you wanna suggest, Pharaoh, as well? Or shall I drop my usual Tark raid and you'll pipe in with something like I don't know, anything that you can think of. Literally with those words. Nah, it's all good. Creativity is rarely my, rarely flows for me in those kind of situations as well. So yeah, I mean, I'm just going to drop Tark raid. But, whatever works. Otherwise, yeah, thank you again, guys. I will be back tomorrow about 3:15 UK time. Have a good weekend, and yeah, I'll catch you again. See you.